Can I beat Doom 2016 the first time I ever played it without dying once? I like taking a look at great and terrible games. And Doom 2016 is the one that revived the Doom franchise. The Doom that undoomed Doom, if you will. I've always loved games, but I've never been any good at them. So I need to learn the game as I go and consistently make the right choices, which I'm not really known for. Oh, and if I die, I have to argue with people online, but say something completely wrong and idiotic. Let's go! Start up the game, biatch! No playtime, as you can see, right? Yeah. We got to check out the controls real quick to see how we walk and stuff. For difficulty, as promised, we go Ultra Violence! The hardest difficulty we can play at the moment. We start by waking up from our BDSM session with some gimps trying to spank us, but our booty is already sore. Headshotting the rest of these gimps and putting our suit back on, we're ready to get back to work, baby. Some guy wants us to work together, but we work solo, bitch. So we break his little intercom. This is where we learn our most valuable move, the glory kill. What makes it useful is that it gives us health, which will save us more than a couple of times. We also pick up this nifty little goofy shotgun, and we meet Ariana Grande. And of course shoot her to bits. More of these weak goobers next to this thing, but that's no problem. This weird thing, and we pull this thing out. If anyone knows what this is, please don't tell me, cause I do not care. Pulling out did spawn a bunch of these little fuckers, which is the exact opposite of what usually happens when you pull out. We beat them up, no problem, yeah. As you can see, at this point, we are still quite on edge. For some reason, I was even shoulder peeking this door. I can leave, and I will. Bye. Samuel tells us about how it happened, and we get a title screen! Oh, and listen to this reload on beat. Ooh, just makes me cream. I love it. Wow. Beautiful Mars. Reminds me of Egypt. Only less demons on Mars. Let's keep it moving. We come to this cliff, and I was pretty sure I was gonna die jumping off here. And seeing as how this is a no death run, we jump off immediately. Thinking we've already got the best technique, we go back to shoulder peek in the up smack. By the way, we've already hit low health, and this is the first level. But we fight on, and we manage to make our way through without dying. We also learn a very important game mechanic right here. The blue key card is for the... Yes, the blue door. Good job, Mr. Sauce. We almost die again, but we didn't cut. A little further, we also find frag grenades, which I'm sure will not kill us later. We punch this adorable little robot, and this fucker gives us explosive shotgun shells, something we will be using a lot in the game. Up next is us losing our way, and this will happen many more times. Even though the button is right there, I look at it multiple times, but I somehow don't see it. Pretty obvious, Mr. Sauce. Alright, mission 1. Completed it, mate. Without dying, bitch!
That when completed, will assist in
no power doesn't mean it won't work. Right? Just keep trying it. Beating up some more skinny dudes, we turn the power on, and we meet this ghoulish looking woman. But we don't listen to what she says because, you know, she's a woman. We already almost blow ourselves up with the grenade and meet that one kid in America that made a clock and everyone thought it was a bomb, but this time it's actually a bomb. Pushing on, we get our first real taste of Doom, with a shit ton of shit going on at the same shitting time. We decide not to kill ourselves and we find a chainsaw, which will be useful since it spawns ammo. Another challenging thing about this run, for me especially, is ammo management. We will instantly forget about this though and consistently run out of ammo. We almost die here too, by the way. I didn't even know, but you can get squashed right here. Just so you know, if you for some reason want to try this. Clearing another one of these, I don't know, demon mouths things, we do notice that there are more and more demons spawning each time. And just for that, we almost die. And I do say almost die 3 times in this fucking room alone. We are on such a good path to clear this game without dying. We find a yellow key card for the yellow door. Coming out of this airlock, we get so close to dying, we start playing like a pussy. But we manage to push through and meet this guy with a shield, which, I cannot lie, scared me to death. But a nice little nade solved that problem. Our colleague helps us align the satellite thing, which we're very grateful for, after which we immediately get lost again. For some reason, I did not realize that the thing we moved is clearly where we were supposed to go. I don't know what is going on with me in these last couple of weeks, but things have not been clicking in my head. For real! Next up is one of my least favorite things in these games, platforming. And you might wonder, Mr. Sauce, why is platforming your least favorite thing? It's because I'm so bad at it. I'm absolutely ass at platforming. So I'm actually scared of jumping up because I know somehow I'll just slip into this tiny little hole and fucking die. That's what he said. Moving on, we do start getting a little more comfortable with the combat and making some moves. But I swear, these shield cunts are a pain in my ass. Around this time in the game, we also find these Praetor suit tokens, which upgrade our Doom suit. We'll upgrade it right now, and then we will use it again on the last mission. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. I completely forget about this part of the game, so you don't have to think about it because we don't either. All right. Coming into this small room, we're also still paranoid as hell. But we do take this thing, which gives us a little more health, which is always useful in a no death run. We also find out that Samuel Hayes, I don't know, is a fucking clanker. So we don't listen to a word that robot bitch has to say. But he won't let us leave, which of course won't stop us from trying to leave. So that's exactly what we keep doing. Lastly, we get scared of a random red light at the end of the mission, and that's it. Too easy, baby! Now shit is getting real. Drawing pentagons on the floor? Oh hell no! They also show us our new friend, this big fucker. This big fucker surely is just as weak as those other guys, right? The path leads us to this huge gap, but we can't jump that. I'm not risking it. This factory is like a maze. So many ways I can go, but none of them seem to be the right one. We find another key card, and the moment we touch it, we meet our dear new friend, who beats us inches from death. After taking a moment to calm down, we move on. We get some more health, but the AI running this place won't let us move on unless we destroy 4 of these hell things. So we get to work. We get lost so bad we even pull out the map. Now I just need my kids in the back seat of the car screaming so I can yell at them while looking at the map upside down. Being smart, we get burned trying to go through a burning door, but we decide not to try that again and back up. Remember the giant gap from earlier? Yeah, we just jump down and we find an arm. We also find a side passage which leads us to another one of these things. When the door closes behind us, we of course panic. We remove the ball from the sack and we move on to the next one. The arm we found earlier comes in very handy, no pun intended. And the next sack is a piece of cake just as well. The door that was locked is finally opened, closing on our way through and scaring us once again. I'm pretty sure I've never been scared by a closing door before, but I've never been great with scary movies and that. We find another little pretty machine gun and we get to work. This vent room is filled to the brim with these goobers and they beat the fuck out of us. But with this pea shooter, we managed to beat them off. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Running into this goblin looking ass bitch again. She's apparently trying to open some portal, but we don't care. And that's numero 3. Done! On the next one, we immediately get this little SMG, which is actually quite good. And they teach us about the weapon wheel. Thanks! Never using that again. We start off with a nice relaxing platforming section. This is totally gonna backfire. That fat motherfucker almost kills us again. But we manage once again to hang on by a thread. It's definitely getting closer and closer now, and it's only level 4. Anyways, they want us to slowly and safely unlink these filters, so we of course stomp it out. Same for the next one.
You must stop. The hell energy is unusable without the filters.
And that clanker is not happy, but you know, he's a clanker and they don't have rights, so who cares? This is also where we meet our next enemy. We crack her jaw and send her back to her baby daddy Satan. And just as we said before, we almost kill ourselves with this damned rocket launcher. I wish I could say that I learned from that mistake, but I really didn't. We destroy the last filter and stop the energy production. Robot boy over here isn't happy. That's not our problem, and that's the mission. First thing that happens on the next mission is we get attacked by an anorexic demon. Anorexic demon with rocket launchers on its damned shoulders. Of course, we stomp his ass out. Its brother or sister or fucking cousin is also here, so we knee his ass to the face too. The double jump is the next great mechanic we unlock, so we already know we're gonna get another great platforming section. Pushing on, we get back to pussy tactics, but whatever helps us survive makes us thrive. Hell yeah, dude. I just wrote that and I'm gonna remember that. That's like an inspirational quote, you know? Fucking Gandhi up in you. Another toaster gets punched out right after that. And after seeing that ugly bitch again, we get the best gun in the game. The super shotgun, baby! Putting it to work right away. Now, you know I hate platforming, right? Well, this is what I hate most about platforming. I always get stuck in sections like this and then get railed from the battery or whatever this is supposed to be. And then I die. We run into my best friend's mom too, with the same kind of behavior. They put plenty of goobers down here, but none are equal to the power of my pea shooter. We start climbing this tower, one double jump at a time, Mario style. Although a lot less confident and with a whole lot more hesitation. On the next level, they throw another crap ton of enemies at us, but just like throwing dried shit at the wall, it's never gonna stick. We upgrade our health, coming that much closer to an absolutely unstoppable unit. We also use the rocket launcher to great effectiveness to blow ourselves up once again. Look how much damage that did. Damn! We finally find Gollum at the top of the tower and get bum rushed once more by an army of demons. But we have plenty of weapons to work with now. Mission completed, mate. This is going surprisingly well, actually. Next, we get teleported straight to hell, like we're not already there. I can't lie though, hell is beautiful this time of year. Our little machine gun got some upgrades as well. It now shoots micro missiles. Micro. Yeah, I've heard that word before. But we're definitely getting better at this. We're not as stiff anymore. And I'm not so scared. Although, loud noises still scare me. And we lose our way again. Actually, if I'm being honest, I thought the game was glitched. The waypoint said go through this door, but it just wouldn't open. We even almost jumped off the map. This mishap did lead us to one of my favorite guns, the Gauss Cannon. Oh yeah. But who would have thought in Doom that a yellow door would need a yellow key? Not me. Not me. So, still thinking the game is bugged, I reload the game, miss vital info once again, and think the game is bugged again. So, I restart my computer this time, twist the skull and yeah, I'm a dumb cunt. The door opens perfectly fine. No, you can't be serious. This doesn't count. This doesn't fucking count. The game's fucking... No. God damn, this... Anyways, we filled up the health. My man. And we get amazed by some really simple portals. I swear, Portal 2 would actually fuck my brain up. Extra wide. These lost souls scare me every time I hear them. Every time I hear them. I swear. That screaming. It's like waking up when your girl goes through your phone in the middle of the night. Same noise. We almost die again and get stuck in this fence, but this random ass jump saved my life. Now look at this. I'm picking up all these Praetor tokens and I still haven't used one of them. Now I'm saying this after the fact, but during the game I didn't even realize it. We stumble upon a big demon fighting some smaller guys, only for him to turn around and throw that booger ball right at us. And this guy is pretty tough, right? He's big, he's tough, he does a lot of damage. New enemy, does a lot of damage. Surely they'll start slow and just throw one at us. Nope. Fuck you. There's 4 of them. Luckily for us, we're master tacticians, so we managed to beat him. In all honesty, he just got stuck. There was this little moment when I did feel a little threatened, but we solved it. We fight way more demons, and I get the feeling that we are getting a little too cocky here, and we're getting way too lucky at the same time. And after these horrifying jumps, that's another level done. Next up, we gotta get to Venga. We also get this little beauty, the chain gun. Man, I could just kiss her on the lips. With the whole arsenal we got now, we're almost unstoppable. We've gotten used to the enemies, so we know what works and what to watch out for. But then, this happens. May I introduce to you the fattest, most annoying netizens of hell. These fat motherfuckers will run you down like it's no one's business and tank 8 rocket shots you shoot at them. Yes, I counted 8. They cut corners like some sort of fucking F1 pilot and make that annoying ass sound while they do it. Just so you can hear them squeal 10 millimeters away from your booty hole as they're charging in to pound your ass. Anyways, moving on. We almost blow ourselves up once again, but I get lucky. Again, right? We get scared by a hologram and find the keycard in the mouth of one of these dead things. Pushing on, we smash our way through, and that's mission number 7. Halfway through without dying once. Without dying once, legitimately. Piece of cake, mate.
UAC's Advanced Research Complex will be our final destination.
We walk in, and they're already fighting. We finish it though. We upgrade our ammo capacity real quick, and we continue with all headshots. We punt a cunt into oblivion, and almost get overrun. Everyone is here, but just like my graduation party, we go berserk and start punching everyone's heads off. This is where we finally meet Samuel Hayden. Hayden. Tall cunt, isn't he? I do like the fact that when we shoot him, he says something about it.
Save your ammunition.
I must not be the first one to hate clankers, I guess. He tells us something, but we are too busy shaking because we can tell that another platforming section is coming up. Looks familiar. After breaking into the lab and destroying the whole place, we get our paws on this. It's like you're carrying a table around. The thing is so big. It does do what it said it would do. This is also where I picked up another trick. Teabagging demons. Like my mother would say, Sauce, don't dip your balls in the tea, dear. Once again on death's door. Not once, but twice the BFG helps us escape. And we finish the demons off until 2 of these big motherfuckers spawn, but this bad boy wipes him away. Bam! Another one done. This is too easy. I might actually try the hardest difficulty after this. We start the next one in the elevator. I mean, since we ended the last one in the elevator, that's only logical, no? We're finally getting the hang of these fat ones, so we deal with that. The elevator is clogged, so we clear that out. All sanitation-like and that. And crawl through the vent. This next room, they filled to the brim with these goobers. But after almost dying a couple of times, we move on. Through the hallways and up into the lab. They went all out here, with almost no room to work, enemies everywhere, and of course, no healing items anywhere close. We had to lock in and get it done. Only after we cleared the room, we find a damage multiplier. You know, The thing that quadruples your damage. God damn, what the fuck? Damn! The next room over, they threw everything at the wall. You know those fat fuckers that annoyed me earlier? Yeah, they put a couple of them in this room. And I'm not talking two as in a lovely couple. Nor four, maybe a good time, but already quite a lot of dicks. Not six, which is just already too many dicks. No one can handle that. But seven. 7 of these fuckers. 7 fat, speedy, tanky, fast turn taking, horse voice screaming, unnecessarily cunty, big head, long jaw having, dumb things. But we take care of it easily. Is what I wish I could have said, but we struggled a bit with these fat boys. And we did die a couple of times here. And I mean 4 times. We died 4 times. These guys hit like a truck and I just couldn't get out the damn way. Knowing it was 100% my own fault, I'm still gonna say this is fucking stupid and not my fault. Also subscribe so I didn't put myself through this for nothing. Moving on, we run into the stone Samuel was talking about. And some demons visit us, but we take care of it, no problem. We are getting too OP for this difficulty. They got a cult going up in here? Damn, that reminds me of the time I was in a cult. Great times, to be honest. The last night was a bit weird though. Everyone disappearing and that. Whatever. We press this button multiple times, glitch out this fast boy, because, you know, they deserve it. And finally, close the portal. Too easy. That anorexic bitch ain't got nothing upon us. We get put in yet another room with a boatload of demons. And they really almost got me here. I had to camp in this corner and kill them as they were coming in. And even then, it was still closer than my cousins on Christmas Eve. Like, a little too close for comfort, you know? After clearing all that out, we get back with a saucy classic. Finding a quad damage thing after the fight's finished. God damn it. And this is also where we find the first actual boss. The Cyber Demon. Pretty badass if you ask me. We need his little core thing that's inside of his chest. He's also got a second phase, but it's more of the same. So we smash his head in with his own horn. Boom! Another one bites the dust. This game really is beautiful. Going deeper and deeper into hell, I do start to notice that this is getting more and more difficult. But I love it. Look at this separated ball going crazy though. Anyways, we make our way through the corridors in hell. Still not upgrading our weapons, by the way. They turn it up to 10 on these last levels. And I love a little extra challenge. We also find our first little Doom guy. Surely a great sign for yet another easy mission to come. We get faked out by a fake skull and keep going. We already know something is about to go down right here. No problem. We'll just sauce on him. We almost die a couple more times, but we managed to make it through. And after cleaning up, mission 10 is complete. We're on a roll, baby. Unstoppable! We get dropped in a room and need to find the skull to make our way out. We start by chainsawing some bald dudes and shooting skinnies. Gliding through the level, putting skulls in dark places, we arrive in this room with 4 pillars. Man, did they put some fuckers in here. First, those big-haired weirdos. Then, those rocket goobers. And to top it up, Discord mods. We gently open the next door up and peacefully make our way to the next kill room, where we get so close to dying and so frightened we don't realize for a couple of minutes that we already killed the last guy and we're scared of fucking nothing. Dropping down this hole and killing these floating balls, we then immediately follow it up by getting stuck on this ledge and falling to our death. Let's do that again. Alright, there we go. And we found another cute Steve Doom. We go on with destroying and humiliating, almost dying a handful of times, finally getting to a room filled to the brim with healing items and ammo, which is always a fantastic sign. So, a mech suit made of meat comes from a pool of lava only for a worm to crawl into it and control it. This is gonna be great. Alright, we barely survived that, but at least we got to stab him. What's our reward, you say? 2 more of them, I say. Woohoo! Alright, that's that. We get this demon butt plug, and that's the end of that. Right now, we need to shut down Vega, the AI. We start by exploring the laboratory and making our way down to the most important bits of the building. Going berserk on the way is just a little extra reward. Always helps, doesn't it, darling? Yes, darling. They also thought it was another great idea to make these hallways and put these fast fuckers in there. They always come when I don't want to see them. Like my wife or kids after going out for a drink. I also make a clinical mistake. We're in here to destroy these cooling coils, right? Well, apparently you got to destroy one and then kill the enemies that spawn. And then, and only then, move on to the next one. Well, I destroyed them all in one go, as you probably already guessed. So I was running for a while before I slimmed down the army of demons that was behind me. We drop down on a moving train that stops moving as soon as we touch it, so we just should have waited another second. Then the train brings us to another room filled with cunts. So we start running once again, because this is getting ridiculous. Feel like I'm Forrest Gump up in here, being a fucking idiot and running. We take the diagonal elevator up. By the way, I hate elevators or escalators that go diagonally. Why not? Why you gotta be so fancy about it? Just make it go up, down, left, or right. Nah, let's make it diagonal. Let's put in more work to make something that could have been stairs. Asshole. The door closes behind us, which is already giving me claustrophobia. But through our panic, we managed to remove the cores and shut down Vega. Boom. Another one down, bitch. One more. Can we do the whole game without dying? The first time we ever played it, truly an accomplishment for me. No, wait. Now, forget about that. Damn. No, I said, give me a fucking second. Damn, dude. At least let me enjoy the moment. Alright. This is getting ridiculous. 70 fucking points. Maybe we should start upgrading on the last mission. By the way, this is not how I started upgrading the guns. I accidentally found out I could use these points, even though I've already upgraded in the beginning of the game. Alright, let's just jump right back into it. Straight into smashing demons. Amen, boss. So to shut down the ball with the butt plug, they really put all of them here and they are ready for war. We also discovered a new type of grenade which slightly heals us. By the way, we've had this for the last 10 missions. This absolutely pulls us through this one though. That's one down, 2 more to go. A couple more smashed in skulls later, that's number 2 done. The last one, they throw a lot of these big fuckers at us, but now we know how to take care of them. Boom, that's the last one done. We finally see that anorexic woman and get to put a beating on her. And then she turns into a crab. But beating a cyber crab is not too hard, so we manage it easily. And then we use the BFG. Ba-bang! Blow his head smooth off. We get teleported to this robot dude who takes our butt plug, but it turns out to be a sword or something that he's gonna use for energy productions. So we already know this is all gonna go to shit right as we quit the game. But that's it. The end. That wasn't too hard. Maybe we should try the hardest difficulty next. Let's give it a quick try before we go. Alright, we're not doing that again. Unless y'all want me to do that again, then I'm still not doing it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now please, get the fuck out my house.
Well, let's do it. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked, everything's
Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down.